Currently, we have one case that was canceled this evening or changed, and so we have William and Lori White on board. I ask that anybody that's attending here sign in. If we have a lot. If you're going to speak, come up to the mic, state your name and address. And at this time, we have just a little housekeeping here for our approval minute. Well, I was going to swear in the next. Well, if anybody's going to speak tonight, would you please stand and I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand and swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. A little bit of housekeeping. Do I have a motion to approve minutes of our reorganization meeting?
I move the approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, first up we have William and Lori on a variance request for a side yard setback in a rural resource district for erecting a building, I believe.
Good evening. My name is Bill White. I'm here requesting a variance for a garage that we want to build that is going to get closer to the property line than what the Summit Township zoning rules allow. First, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I know that's not where you want to be on a night like tonight. The reason for the placement of the garage is, as you can see there, we're very close to the property line. We live on a hillside. So anytime we get down over the hillside going to the west, it gets steeper and steeper. So that's why our house was built near that's actually a hill. That property line is very close to being the very top of the hill with the land sloping down, going both east and west. We put the house up near the hill so it would be closer to being on level land, and the driveway was closer to being level that you see there. We have a turnaround. We put a shed on that turnaround, and as you can tell on the map, when Rabel did the surveying and engineering, it shows that shed, which is just sitting on the ground and movable, but it is about 2 feet over the property line currently. The reason we're requesting a variance is because anywhere that we build that garage on the upper portion of the hill, which is the level portion, we're going to be in that same predicament, being close to the property line. If we build it on the other side of the driveway, we'd be building a garage right in front of our house, which not too many people build a garage, in their front yard. If we go any further down the hill, it gets too steep to make it feasible. So logically and sensibly, the only place we could put the shed is where we show it there with that red square with the diagonal lines in it. As you know, if you have 2 cars, you need a 3-car garage. If you have 1 car, you need a 2-car garage. At least that's what we found out living there, with snow blowers, lawn mowers, and everything else you need. So we purchased a shed, put it at the end of our turnaround, but now we need we have a snow blower, we have all of our lawn tools, and my son works half of the year in Alaska. He works and comes back here for the winter, and no place to park his car, so we were thinking if we made a garage, we'd make it a 2-car garage. He could have half of it, and we could put all of our lawn instruments and everything on the other part. So currently, with the shed being over 2 feet, we know we can't do that when we build an actual building. So the closest that we would get to the property line would be 2 feet with a variance. We can move it and get a little further away, and that's also with a 24 by 24 garage, but it may only turn out to be 20 by 24, so we will be probably further away from the property line than what we're asking for. If I may approach the board, I do have some pictures that might explain that a little better, if that's okay.
Sure. Very much.
I don't have enough copies for everybody.
Okay. Do you have a building behind your garage?
No. This will show it on this plan here a little better. This.
If hold on a moment, we'll go off the record just so that the board can review the photographs.
Thank you.
So just want to make sure.
I understand. Aerial view, this is our house. And that's the shed, that little one right there, blown up, it's right here. Our shed right here is already 2 feet over this property line. So I'm asking to build on our turnaround right here, and at most, if we build the garage as big as we would like to, it would be probably 4 feet away, but we're asking for 2. This shows in front of the shed, we'd be building it on that flat area that we already have. It's already filled in, we already have drainage piping going underneath because it's on a hill.
The entrance will be that way, right?
Yes.
Not facing the road.
Yeah, we'll go up the driveway, have to turn into to the right.
We couldn't see that on the small print how the building sitting there.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Yep.
Okay, we're back on order.
So we'll accept those photographs and mark, do you need them back, Mr. White?
No, I do not.
Okay. We'll accept them and mark them collectively as Exhibit 1.
You have any questions?
One question.
Yeah.
At 2 feet, you can't get a lawnmower back there, you can't work on the back of the building. I was thinking that that's awful tight. Not that we couldn't approve it, but could you even work on it? Could you mow behind it with a push mower?
Yeah, our plan wouldn't be to do that. Behind us, as you can see in those photos, is woods and then farm field. And what we'd be putting up is a metal building, like a pole barn that has metal siding, so we would have no reason to go back there.
Except maybe to mow and trim.
Yeah. And the property owner back there now, Dave Osborne, it was another Osborne previous to that, we already mow about 20 feet behind the barn anyway, so it's not like we're being held to that property line. We could if he sold the property, but it's not likely that will ever be sold.
Now, are you still planning to demolish the current shed then before you do this?
We'd probably sell it.
I don't have any questions. At this point, there's nobody here to speak for or against this motion.
I had a letter, I think I sent it to you with the package from the landowner that owns the property all around us that was okay with us doing that. We got calls from 2 neighbors that just said, good luck, we don't have anything against it, but I know that's not admissible.
All right, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I move we grant the variance as requested.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Variance granted.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Meeting's adjourned.
Second.
Done?